format on the tape. All right, it is I'm going to start over again. Hit redial.
Your message has been sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I have to explain what I'm doing here on tape. Live. What the heck? Can't get a dial tone. Okay. This is another ghost call, and I'm sending her now 4 voicemail messages of her own phone audio, locking up our line. If you can see that number on the caller ID, that's not the number. It's a different number here. Anyway, so eventually her voicemail box will pick up, and I don't know what she's ratcheting there.
Please leave your message for 8.
I'm going to take that off the hook so I don't actually get it on tape. Hey, it's Mike again at TV10. I'm leaving, I think this is your 5th voicemail message of your own phone audio. Locked up our line. I'm actually got a camera now and I'm taping it. And I'm hearing you. Sounds like you're pulling scotch tape and taping up a package. Like maybe you're at work. I heard you joking about Santa Claus seeing you when you're working, seeing you when you're sleeping or something. He hears you too or something. I don't know. That's loud. I got my headphones up too loud. Sounds like she's pulling tape and taping up Christmas packages. He's a secret head of the CIA. Santa Claus is watching you. And so is the NSA. On the air here on the TV10 studio anyway. I've got, there's me on the on-air monitor, preview monitor. We got another one of these ghost calls. Somebody is taping up packages, and I heard them joking about Santa Claus listening. Here, I think they're taping packages, maybe for Christmas at work or something. But it locked up our line starting at, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on 859. I'll cover up part of it. 12:37, December the 10th, and it's our 25th call, so it's the last one there in the caller ID. The phone number that's on there is not the phone number. I'll get that off the display if you can see it. Anyway, what I did was I called their voicemail with the other line, and it's now leaving a live voicemail message. This has been going on since...
Your recording has reached the maximum length. To replay your message. So that was the 5th voicemail message. We'll ring it again. She must not be... Maybe she's on camera. That's funny. I never thought about that. Maybe she's on camera at work and she's not allowed to talk on her cell phone. But they're listening in. If you carry your voluntary ankle bracelet with you. So this should be the 6th voicemail message I've left of her own audio. Some of them actually you can hear some conversation in the background. Again, this came in at 12:37. And so we're now 24 minutes of this audio locking up our line. Please leave your message for 857-787.
Okay. Hey, it's Mike again, TV10. I think this is about the 5th voicemail message.
Message has been recorded. Record your message after the tone. Simply hang up when done. Or for delivery options, press the pound sign.
Hey, it's Mike again at TV10. 5th voicemail message of your phone audio at work.
It's been recorded. Record your message after the tone.
I'm trying to record my message. I'm trying to record a message. Can you hear me? This is your own phone audio on line 1. I'm making a tape of it. Can you hear me? Did I mute? Maybe I hit the mute button. Oh, ain't life complicated. That's what I did. Nope, mute button is off. So hopefully you can hear your own phone audio here. I'm putting the microphone and the handset next to the speakerphone here, and I've got two microphones on there. Yeah, it's real rigged up, but it works. You're at work, it sounds like, taping up Christmas packages. And the funny thing was, one of the other voicemail messages, you may hear yourself joking about he sees you when you're sleeping, like Santa Claus or something. That's what it sounds like. I'm guessing here what's going on. And if you're wondering why this is going on, it's been going on since, at least here at the TV studio, since about 1997. Because it was happening when office personnel told me if I noticed the fax locked up to just unplug it. So then I started putting it on the air and hearing about other people dealing with it. There she goes. That's Scotch tape, isn't it? Scotch tape. Merry Christmas. Somebody's getting a Christmas present wrapped up. I don't know where she's at. If she's working and not allowed to check her phone. Oh, that's loud. In my headphones, it's loud. It was December the 10th, 2021, 11:07, and this call came in at 12:37. I'm masking part of the number there. It's 859 such and such 87. So try not to give away your phone number. We'll see. This will be like the 5th voicemail message of audio of her at work. It sounds like maybe she's at work, maybe she's just wrapping presents at home. I don't know, but she was way away from her cell phone there for a while. I could hear her talking with somebody at the door. Maybe maybe she's at home and she got a package delivery and she was talking to the delivery man. I don't know. But now this is the 6th voicemail message, and she won't answer the phone. She probably didn't recognize my number. Is that somebody talking on a walkie intercom? Okay. Chris. Let me hit redial again. I'm going to hang up first. Anyway, I think I'll end the recording there. More phone fun at TV10.
On the court side that they're not
Where am I at on the tape? All right, it is noon, or just 12:37. A call came in, and sounds like somebody's wrapping presents there. I've got line 2 draped over line 1 to give them a voicemail message of their own phone audio. Right now, there's not much interesting except the sounds of Scotch tape wrapping a Christmas present. Earlier, and this is about the 6th or 7th voicemail message I've left them. I don't know if they're at work or just ignoring my voicemail messages because they don't recognize the phone number.
but I'll cover up part of the phone. There's where it called in at 12:37, if you can see that. And 859, the last two digits are 87. And so this is now, 116. So we're talking, your recording has reached the maximum length. I press pound. Thank you for calling. Your message has been sent. So that may be the 7th voicemail message I've left of her own audio. I dial it again, put it on speakerphone. We'll hear it, whoops. We'll hear it say you can leave a voicemail message. And now she's going to go quiet. Maybe she's trying to figure out why I've called 7 times. And she got a voicemail.
Please leave your message for 859762777.
Whoops, I don't want you to hear that. I didn't want you to hear the rest of that phone number just in case she's nice about it. So let's take it off speakerphone. And we have the phone microphone and 2 microphones right up against that phone. If you see this tape later, you'll know what I'm doing. But she was wrapping packages and maybe talking to a delivery guy. I don't know. Another woman sounded like maybe on a walkie-talkie. So I'm kind of guessing she's at work somewhere wrapping packages. And at some point in these voicemail messages, she was joking about Santa Claus watching you, I think. He sees you. Maybe she's not allowed to pick up her phone if she's at work. I don't know if you can hear that. Every now and then she's pulling scotch tape or something, trying to, sounds like she's wrapping Christmas packages. Definitely socially isolated. Whoever she was talking to, it was in the distance. I couldn't tell that the phone was in her purse. It was muffled, but now that she's closer to it, you can hear the packing tape or the scotch tape being pulled off the reel. So, yeah, I locked up our line for, let's see, 12:37 is when she called. I'm going to cover up again part of her phone. Computer says, where's the clock on the computer? Well, if you can see that, it says 1:19 p.m. So we're talking 23 plus 20, 44 minutes. This may set a record. This may set a record for a phone call. Locking up our line. It should release after about 45 minutes. That was the consistent thing that I noticed starting in about 1997 in the summer. And of course, I'm slow. I couldn't figure out that, if I unplugged all the phone lines going into that fax machine and all the phones that were plugged into line 2, then maybe it would release the line. Which at that time we had 1, 2, 3 devices, counting maybe 4. Plugged into line 2, a fax and like 4 extensions maybe, or 3 extensions. So I would have had to unplug them all to get the line to release. According to one local who called me up during a live show and said, "Mike, when that does that, I just unplug my phone." But the larger issue is, why is a phone broadcasting audio out into the network, to be slurped? Where's it going?
Your recording has reached the maximum length. To replay your message, press 1. To delete and re-record your message, press 3. Your message has been sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Let's see what happens when I try to actually flash over on line 1 and get it to work here.
The caller on line 1. I'm going to put the audio back on in a second. I ought to have it memorized by now. And you could probably, if you watch this long enough, you can figure out what number it is. You flash over. See if she's still locked up the line. It won't let me flash over while I'm ringing the phone. Did it hang up? Nope. Still there. Let's put it back on speakerphone. I can flash over because, years ago we didn't have call waiting. I think it was Rick Sawaya that had a call waiting and stuff in maybe 99. And at some point I figured out I could flash over and call people back on line 2. Well, then I got the bright idea of conferencing line 1 and line 2 together and sending people back their own voicemail message of their own phone audio as they're driving to work in their truck or getting off of work at the car dealership or whatever. Once I get it to go to voicemail, then Once I get it to go to voicemail, then I'll take it off of speakerphone. That's line 2 ringing her phone. Without the flash button, you had to actually flick the hook. I could flick the hook and get a dial tone on line 2. But it still locked up our fax, especially when nobody was here.
Please leave your message for 859.
Okay, I'll take it off of speaker. Hey, leaving you another voicemail message. I'm making a live video now. So make some noise and talk about your grandma or something, or your mom or your mother-in-law. No, seriously, don't talk about your mother-in-law. That'll just cause you trouble. Don't cuss your brother if you owe him money, especially. I'm just joking. If you really owe your brother money, I'm just joking, okay? This is the 7th, 8th message, maybe. That's a different voice. Is that a man's voice? Now what? Oh, the microphone hit the touch tone. The microphone hit number 4, I think. Sorry about that, folks, if it was loud at home or on this tape or in your voicemail message. I'm going to fill up her voicemail box with her own audio. And yeah, I think we've set a record because it's now 1:21 and the call came in at 12:37, so that's 23 plus 21 minutes, 24 minutes according to the clock over here. Who's calling you, honey? I hope I don't cause a domestic violence problem. Some guy's kind of sounding gruff there. Who's that? I don't know if you could hear that at home. I called up some teenagers and that had called our phone and locked it up, and then a girl would answer, a young girl. It happened twice. And I said, can I talk to an adult? And Mom was like, don't ever call her again. I was like, well, I just thought you'd like to know your teenager's phone in her bedroom is broadcasting audio over here and locking up our line at the TV studio. Well, thank you. Don't call again. One of them out of 3 maybe said, yeah, I'll do an affidavit that you were able to tell us what was going on, and she doesn't show in her phone that she called you. I actually toyed with the idea of calling some of them back until they agreed to charge me with harassing communications so we could get it in court. I'm trying to figure out how to, because loser pays, right? If you initiate a lawsuit, you're going to pay. And a lot of times they just get thrown out of court anyway on national security, and the court doc, it would be sealed. So where's the remedy, right? There's no remedy. And phone guys couldn't fix it. Replay your message. I'm just going to hit pound. Your message has been sent. So I'm going to get dial tone, hit redial. We'll do it again. One more time. All right. Whoa. It should tell me I can leave a voicemail unless I hit the mute button. And a 1 and 3 and a 4 and a 5 ring-a-dings. Hey. Yeah, I'm leaving it. 7. Hey, this might be the 8th voicemail message of your own phone audio. It just started getting interesting. I heard a guy talking. Most of the time it sounds like you're just wrapping Christmas presents or something. Anyway, here you go. And if you're just tuning in, this is something that's been going on 24 years at least, since 1997 that I'm aware of. But the clue was the office people and people that worked here, the only way they could deal with it was to unplug the power cable from the Xerox fax machine at the time. Points toward total information awareness, echelon, illegal domestic spying, or whatever, violations of the PIN registry, PIN codes, or whatever. William Benny does a rundown of all the laws they're violating by doing this. And how arrogant the oath. Fourth Amendment? First Amendment? What was it George W. Bush supposedly said? The Constitution just a GD piece of paper? You can imagine, did Hillary smashing Blackberries do anything other than a psyop making people think that she destroyed that data? Because they can link it all through your, voice print, geolocation, those around you out to 2 rings, their devices contacting your device. All that metadata is recorded. And even if Hillary smashed all her devices, tablets, and whatever, it's me, Mike. I'm on TV here. That's the preview monitor. There's the channel 5 modulator going out on the fiber optic to Spectrum. It's 2021, and this is still happening. This is the first time I've caught it in a while. Back at it, I hit the lock button with my fat thumb. It's a real sensitive lock button on there that locks the camera out. So again, this is about the 8th voicemail message I've left for this gal. I've got one phone.
Press 1 to delete and re-record. Send a fax. Press 6.
I've never heard to send a fax.
1. To mark confidential, press 2. To mark urgent and confidential, press 3. To mark normal, press 4.
Urgent. How about urgent?
Mark urgent and confidential. To replay your message, press 1. To delete and re-record message.
Hey, this might be the 8th voicemail message of your own phone audio. It just keeps getting interesting. I heard a guy talking. Most of the time it sounds like it's just wrapping something. Anyway, here you go. And this is something that's been going on 24 years at least, since 1997 that I'm aware of. It's a good office.
Your message has been sent. Thank you for calling.
Let's try it again. Sorry for my camera work, but I'm doing all this at once, broadcasting live. People don't understand the significance of it, or they've got to where they just don't care. It's like, well, that's right. They should be spying on you, Mike. Crazy Eminem, blah, blah, blah. And it's illegal to classify something to cover up something that's illegal. But that doesn't mean they ain't doing it right. Biggest pirate wins, maybe. Come on, go to voicemail.
Please leave your message for 85978.
Hey, I'm leaving a voicemail message. Can you hear me now? I'm hoping to leave a voicemail message. Anyway, ninth voicemail message of your own audio. At this point, you've set a record. This is the longest a phone has locked up our line that I'm aware of. It was an average of about 45 minutes, going back to the 90s. Supposedly now, somebody from Windstream told me, and I'm not going to give a clue as to who it was, but somebody from Windstream, it wasn't a service technician that I know. It wasn't somebody whose initials I'm not going to give right now, but it's not one of the it's none of the technicians that came here to the studio over the years to talk about this stuff. We'll check all the wires, but we don't think there's anything we can do. And one of them said, well, you think somebody put a clip on your line, Mike? I recently had a law enforcement officer say, did you say something down there to tick them off? Well, so much for the First Amendment. I said, I guess the Fourth Amendment's dead too, isn't it? And he goes, yeah. I'm not going to say who that was either, but I kind of like the guy, but don't know him that well, but you know, he's personable. He's not a boss hog type or Sheriff Coltrane or something. Top police officer. Anyway, I was hoping it sounded like, oh, dang it. Anyway, I accidentally so it's another ghost call. This one I've left 8 voicemail messages. I think I may have to stop at 8. But dang it. Sorry about the noise there. It's a rigged up way to do it, but I did it in a hurry, needless to say. When I did this on the office phone, I didn't have a speakerphone, so I just let them leave their own conference in the audio from line 2 to line 1 and leave them a voicemail message of their own phone audio, wherever they were at. Anyway, what did I do over here? I have a piece of foam that was holding up that microphone. Oh, I hear somebody. Is that some children? Come on. Make some noise. Where's your phone at? That's one thing I haven't been able to figure out in this case, where the phone is. To replay your message, press 1. All right. Yep. Okay. Thank you for calling. Anyway, I'm going to pause the tape for a second while I fix this microphone back. What? Oh. TV10 Ghost Call tape number, I don't know what number this is, 2021 number 1. I think it's the first one I've ever done for 2021. Waiting for their voicemail to pick up. This is voicemail number 9. My thumb is getting weak. This camera's heavier than it looks. Well, I don't want you to hear the... Leave your voicemail message. Can you hear me? Another voicemail message of your phone audio. And it's being broadcast live on TV10 if you want to sue me. Let's get it in court. It'll be fun. Maybe. They'll probably get thrown out for national security or some crap. It's like they don't want the sheeple to know that they're being watched and listening to, or they would rather that you forget if you do know, because when you're being surveilled, you get the best intelligence when they don't know or they forget about it, right? So you don't want them to alter their behavior because they know they're being watched. Some people wouldn't alter their behavior anyway, right? It's like a bunch of lawbreakers trying to prosecute me for breaking their laws. That's pretty stupid. So they keep on dealing drugs or whatever. I don't know why this person's being watched, and it just may be random. And listening to hours and hours of William Binney talk about this stuff, early on it might have been just random. Talk. See, she said she's going to leave out. Going to leave out. It's kind of distorted, isn't it? To have the volume up too high, maybe. I'll just turn it off the top peg just a little bit. Speaker itself can get a little distorted if you run it too hot or too high. Put the dang camera right up against it, maybe we can pick that up. Say something. Come on. If I got to have my phone line locked up, you'd think I could at least get some actionable intelligence. They want you to use LED light bulbs and smart meters and smart appliances and all this Energy Star crap so they can have massive server farms bigger than the entire MSU campus slurping 6.5 million gallons of water a month and who knows, 40,000 homes worth of electricity. Of course, and Al Gore and the whole climate change folks flying in their Lear jets or private jets to the global warming meeting. Oh, I knocked the phone off the other phone. Well, if I could hang up. I'm going to do another voicemail message just for fun. Maybe at some point I'll get this down pat. Oh, I'll probably have to edit this now. Oh, did I accidentally turn that microphone off? I think I did. There we go. Ooh, now you can hear them better. On the air, I accidentally turned that microphone off. Four, eight,
7787.
Leave your voicemail message. It's me again, Margaret. Sounds like you're wrapping packages and going through a lot of scotch tape, but why is your phone broadcasting the audio over here to Moyer, Kentucky at TV10 Studios? It's been going on since 1997 that I'm personally aware of. I think I would audio. Well, I'd be willing to settle for, I don't know, 2 or 3 digital television broadcast licenses and $150,000. I'd be willing to settle. I'd be tempted. I could put it in some foreigner's name. Right, the foreigners can now own our media. Hardly part of the deal to let the FCC be an international bureau. To find documents that call the FCC their international bureau. Or the sub portion of the FCC. Anyway, Part 15. They claim this is Part 15 interference. Well, a phone from the other side of the that was loud. Other side of the state, different phone company. How's that Part 15? I was really hoping to find out where they're at, because you don't know. 859 cell phone can be anywhere from Versailles to Danville to Mount Sterling to here. There are people here that have 859. I had one guy tell me that he could dial his 776 phone with his 859 phone and not have to dial the area code for either one. That he was dialing back and forth. You don't believe me, do you? And he showed me, and I'm like, well, that's cool. I mean, you're on the same cell tower. Kind of like the walkie-talkie mode that Nextel had for a while. I think they sold that to the military. Come on. It won't stay where I put it. Sorry about the noise there on your voicemail. This is your own phone audio, though. I finally figured out a way to hang that, or the microphone's pointed at the speaker. Okay. Say something, folks. Give us the name of your drug dealer. Tell me where the money's hidden. I could use some. I'm just kidding. I don't know why they're being watched. I've had some fun with people that, you know, saying that, hey, you may have a friend of a friend that's being watched. Oh. To replay your message, press 1. Okay, hang up again. And 1, 2, 3. Dial tone, redial. I'm going to fill up her voicemail box. It's got an unlimited voicemail box. You would think it would have filled up by now. I've lost track. This is the 10th or the 11th voicemail message of her own audio. Ooh, that was loud in my ear. Oh. Of course, I'm not getting that in the voicemail. Hello? Hello? Oh, she answered and hung up. She answered and hung up. And the phone disconnected. The phone disconnected finally. That's what I have had to do. I don't know how many times to get the phone line back to where I could dial 911 if I needed to. I've been wanting to get rid of line 2 for I don't know how long. But most of the faxes we get are just junk. You know, some bank in Canada wanting to loan you $115,000 based on your credit rating or some bullcrap. We're paying like 30-some extra for that line now, mainly because of this. I can do this. You know, I can feed people voicemail messages back of their own phone audio. All right. So I guess she got tired of me dialing her phone. Or maybe she finally, I don't know. I don't think she could listen to the voicemail. Let's see. Let's go back through the phone numbers here. I thought that was rude. That was rather rude. You hung up on me. Or, rather than talk to me. 859. Okay. How do I do this? Display dial. Oh, it doesn't have the 1 on it. I don't know what makes the difference, but some of these calls have the 1 and some don't. Anyway, we'll see what can come up. Ah! Hey, Mike here at TV10 in Moorhead, 784-7515-606 area code. Your phone line locked up our phone for a record amount of time, almost an hour. This has been going on for 20-some years, and the phone company can't fix it, but I'm hearing people's audio from South Carolina to all over Kentucky to Florida, and listen to the voicemail messages, and you can hear yourself wrapping packages and talking to some different people. Ended up leaving you 8 voicemail messages. Don't delete them. You listen to each one. If there's nothing interesting on it, delete that. Keep the ones where you can hear your own audio, and make a recording of them. Send them back to me. Let me know if you're willing to do an affidavit, because maybe we can get a class action lawsuit going, because they're just spying on everybody. And I don't know why there's, your phone is being spied on, but it could be that you know somebody that is a drug dealer or human trafficking, and it can go out to 2 rings, a friend of a friend. I'm on Facebook. You can find a link to Newslines at tv10moria.com. You can find my profile is under Michael Williamson or Williamson Michael, either one. That has Fake News TV Guide on the profile. That's how you know I'm the right one. Not to be confused with a photographer or artists or other named people. Mike Williamson. I'm in Moorhead, Kentucky. Thanks. Bye. Message has been sent. Thank you for calling. Maybe they'll call me back. Anyway, have a great day. It's December the 10th, 2021.
The 8th, now they delayed it to the 15th. Was the latest filing that I received. I think that's on the court's schedule. They had to change it again, apparently. But at the same time, 10 a.m. On the 15th.